Welcome to the OTC Lab, the Opportunity and Training Center for interactive presentations, interviews, and training online. We will be starting shortly. Don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 8 p.m. for the Power Hour, where you get to meet the leaders up close and personal, ask questions, learn what you need to know, and keep up to date with all the latest developments. The Power Hour, every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the OTC Lab.
Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us on this special edition of the Power Hour. We are featuring on every day this week a comprehensive review of the 2014 National Conference. My name is Andre Derry. I'm a regional director with the referral network channel of North American Power called Thrive. If you are new to the show, the Power Hour is a 1-hour online broadcast where you get to meet members of our corporate team and field leaders up close and personal, ask questions, and keep up to date with all the latest developments. The Power Hour features a new guest and a different topic every week, providing you with an inside view of what makes Thrive, in our opinion, the best opportunity in the world. Before we introduce our Power Hour guests, we have a few brief announcements we'd like to share with you first. So we are going to direct your attention to the slides that we are going to play for you and walk you through those announcements very quickly. The first is we want to share with you 7 tips regarding our broadcast platform. Have the latest version of Adobe Flash installed. If your screen freezes, refresh your browser. Watch the show on a computer that runs well with a fast internet connection and good speakers. Make sure you are not logged in more than once. This causes audio echo issues for you and may also prevent someone else from logging in. Don't include comments about the technical issues you are experiencing with the broadcast platform. Read our user guide to enhance your viewing experience. And the last tip, get ready to thrive and enjoy the show. What we want to share with you is that Thrive OTC Live is an online opportunity and training center for interactive live presentations, interviews, and training featuring the corporate and field leadership. And it's available to all independent representatives, no matter where they are in the country. Next week on Wednesday at 9:30, we are going to start doing a presentation, what we call Power for Change Thrive presentation, and it's going to evolve basically to introduce concepts new to Thrive. So you can tune in next Wednesday at 9:30 to watch that and see how we just move slowly over the next few months over to that transition. We are moving the Power Hour from its regular time on Wednesday to Monday starting in September. So just make a note of that. Our mission and principles that power us, we want you to know that as independent reps, you can support our mission by being proud ambassadors for our brand and emulating our principles that power our company and our opportunity. Leadership training is going on this Saturday. This one is in Laredo, Texas. Opportunity presentation and training with Carlos and Mixie Ramirez at the Holiday Inn Civic Center. This is being done in English and in Spanish. State of the company call. This is something you want to mark down on your calendar. Monday, August 25th at 10 p.m. Our co-founder and chairman, Kerry Breitbart, fresh after our amazing national conference, will be doing the state of the company call. There's the phone number, and there's the number also to hear the recorded playback. Lunch and Learn calls, more available trainings to make it convenient for you to get up to speed as quickly as possible. This is hosted by top regional and area directors. Business building tips and Q&A. Great place to ask questions and get them answered right away. noontimecall.com. There's a phone number that you can plug yourself in. Thrive Welcome Tours. If you never visited our world headquarters in Norwalk, Connecticut, go to welcometours.eventbrite.com, look at your calendar and try to arrange it. It's really extraordinary. If you experience our corporate headquarters and the leadership there, you really get a sense of how real and how huge this opportunity is. We want to continue our promotion incentives, share with you the information. August 31st, you get to give away money. Until then, $50 to every new customer you share this with. You get to give away as much money as you want. There's no limit. Every new customer starts off with $50 in their pocket with our welcome bonus. Continuing also our promotions incentives, we have a fast start reset. All reps, brand new and established, have had their fast start reset as of October 18th up to and including September 17th. So that means every single rep, new and old, can earn up to an extra $300 in fast start bonus money for acquiring new customers and reps. It ends September 17th. You can bring the Power Hour to your town. If you're interested in having a Power Hour in your city to feature local leadership, send an email with your request to market@napower.com. We've been all over the country, upstate New York, Atlanta. We're going to Texas to do the show. So you can have local leadership featured. Just send that email to marketing@napower.com. Upcoming guests, we want you to be aware that Wednesday, August 27th, there is no broadcast, but we are starting in September, as we share with you. The Power Hour moves from Wednesdays to Mondays. Monday, September 1st, there's no broadcast because it's Labor Day holiday. But Monday, September 8th, we're returning with our Chief Marketing Officer, Greg Breitbart, and the topic will be Thrive, how it happened, what's happening, and where it's going. You can see everything that we're doing in our OTC Live calendar at easy.com/broadcast calendar. And also, just make a connection with me on Facebook. I do all the posts on Facebook regarding everything that's happening on this broadcast platform. easy.com/recordings. That is exactly the place where you are going to get the recordings of the shows that we do on the Power Hour. It's really worth for you to review or to watch. People couldn't get to make it to watch this live, so we put content that's invaluable up there. And speaking of content that's really, really valuable, it's the shows we've done this week. So we want to share with you that the Communications Director, John Breitbart's presentation he did Monday, that recording is now available. And also with our Senior VP, Jim Mannion, Director of Marketing, Amy Nelson, on Tuesday, that recording is now available. And Director of Product Development, Joe Bernstein, that recording should be available tomorrow. Again, you can get those recordings at easy.com/recordings. You can click on the link and be able to watch a video, and you can share those links as well for people that didn't get a chance to get a view of the full review of the 2014 National Conference. So we've got tonight's show. What we have is learn all about the new training system coming to Thrive. This show, our featured guest is Director of Product Development, Michelle Merriwether, and tonight's host will be Area Director Valerie Aloisio. But before I invite Valerie up to the show to host the show, we just need to make a little bit of an announcement. We just found out that Michelle Merriwether, who would be joining us virtually from Michigan, from her home in Michigan, just called to let us know that her internet connection is down because there is a storm going on in Michigan. So we're going to be watching for her to join us and see when she's going to join us and if she's able to get that issue resolved. But that doesn't stop the show. The show always goes on with the content that we promised. You can learn all about the new training system coming to Thrive. If Michelle doesn't join us, Valerie will walk you through. And again, as a reminder, all of the Power Hour shows are recorded and they're available at easy.com/recordings. So that's where it is. So everyone, please give a big hand, a virtual big hand, for top female leader and top female area director, Valerie Aloisio, who's attended a conference and it's got all kinds of notes to walk you through.
Hello,
Welcome to the
hello.
show.
I guess sit down with me.
I'm going to moderate.
Okay, so, okay, this is cool. Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to the show, and sitting here is Michelle Merriwether, incognito, and not on the show right at the moment. I actually have my phone here, seeing if she's going to call me to see if anything changes on her end. But we'll keep an eye on that. Andre's going to keep an eye on that as well, and we'll get this show on the road. But first of all, I just want to thank you for being with us. Thank you for doing all that you can to be the power for change, to see, to really put yourself out there in a big way for our opportunity, which I couldn't be more excited about since we came on with our national conference and everything that's been rolled out. So we heard from a lot of great people this week. Michelle and I were going to be covering something that's near and dear to my heart. My background is in training and development, and I've always been a huge supporter of everything that we're doing as a company. But we also realize that as a company, as we're growing, as we're bringing on new products and technologies and just expanding around the country, that now more than ever, it's really important that we have a system in place, one system in place, so that no matter who's coming on where in your organization around the country and eventually around the world, that they can plug in, whether you're mentoring them or part of their world or not. There should be a system in place, and that's what the company has been diligently working toward with a lot of the input from the field leaders as to what really is necessary, what is it that we need as we're growing, and that one system in place is here. And it's only going to get better, and we're just rolling this out. And at the conference, we really put out some information that really, it's not like it's anything new. It's just that now it's more condensed. It's more systemized. In our back office, in our training section, it's going to be very much more streamlined with you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. You get started, this is how you get started. So, but give us some time, everyone, the company some time. They're busy like uploading and getting rid of old stuff, and so it's going to take a little while. But in the meantime, your upline leadership who was at the conference, and certainly hopefully today, will be able to bring you some of the most important information, that we have and what our philosophy is. And speaking of philosophy, I mean, it really is a very simple three-step philosophy. We share the opportunity, we support the new person as they get started, and then we help that person they want, not what we want, what they want. And we're going to be going over some of these slides. So let's talk about the new representative action plan, your first 90 days. Hopefully you can see this chart. It was a handout. It will also be in your back office. But as you see, we go through, the first goal for you as a new rep is to create success and profitability in your business. Remember that you are a business builder. You made a decision that you would like to make money with us and make a lot of money with us. And basically, whether you choose the energy footprint or the American wind market or both, your goal is to become profitable within your first month of business and remain in profit. So when we talk about what we do and what this month looks like, your 30, 60, 90-day plan, I'm always a huge proponent of getting started and getting started correctly. Let me just see if Michelle's trying to, no, okay. And getting started correctly. So within your first 24 to 48 hours, you want to establish your accountability partner or with your sponsor and your upline expert. You want to develop your why. Why are you doing this? This is so important, everyone. It's not that you need to have this big elaborate why that's going to bring tears to people's eyes, every time you share it, but it's for the time when you get all those no's and you're wondering to yourself, geez, was this really for me? And in the morning, you're brushing your teeth, you're looking yourself in the mirror, And you really, that is where the why is most impactful, I believe, is to remind yourself why you are doing this business. You're speaking with. Make a list of your 50 plus contacts. Don't prejudge and pre-qualify. Make that initial contact with your 10 closest and easiest contacts for a favor, and earn your first bonus to maximize your 300 fast start bonus. So we are talking about getting you, 5, 10, 15 accounts as soon as possible. Day 7, you're continuing during the remainder of those first 7 days. You're finishing acquiring the necessary customers to earn that full $300 fast start bonus. So guys, you know in the back office, you are going to, in the back office, there is a point structure for your fast start bonus. So you're talking about 10, 15, 20 accounts. You want to get them in as soon as possible. They're American Win accounts, energy accounts, 100% green. You know the point value. If you're on our standard energy, it's 15 energy accounts, okay? It's only 10 energy accounts if you're 100% green, and so on. So you want to make sure as soon as possible with your first week, I like to say get your first 10 in 10 days so you make a couple $100. You want to do that. That's first and foremost. You want to begin the training process with your upline expert to support you as a sponsor. You want to pay attention to the process and actions of your upline expert. It's really important that you are following your leader. You are really listening to all the advice that you're given, and you're making a conscious effort to build your business and grow as fast as possible. Within your first 30 days, we're going to talk about that. You're going to earn your $300 fast start bonus. You're going to develop at least 3 teams of 10 customers so you can earn your manager bonus within your first 30 days. Guys, this is so important. If you want to get to director, regional director, area director, you need to create managers. And on that note, I am seeing right now we have our fearless VP of Representative Development in a car getting her internet access. Michelle, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Oh, loud and clear.
I am trying to find a light. I am in my car. I found a Panera Bread because we are diligent with North American Power Thrive. All the tables at Panera Bread are full, so I am trying to get light in this car.
Oh, that is too funny. Well, we can hear your voice and see your outline. So that is the most important thing. What about your car light? No?
Okay. It's not good, but we're going to work with this, girl. We're going to work with it.
Okay. Put down your visor. Usually there's lights in the visor, so when you put your lipstick on, when you're driving when you shouldn't be, maybe that'll help.
We're making it happen.
Everyone's saying how funny this is.
We're making it happen.
We certainly are. Okay. And we can hear you loud and clear. Everyone's typing in that they can hear you. So since if we can't, yeah, we can see an outline. I'm cracking up. This is too funny. Okay, Michelle.
Yes.
Everyone's saying it's awesome. All right, I'm going to stop, guys. I was talking about our 90-day plan, okay, Michelle? But before we get into the rest of that, let's talk about what an awesome job everyone at corporate did putting on a stellar conference. You've been in this industry for a long time. What was your feeling about conference?
Well, first, Valerie, I just have to say to you and the world and Andre, I love you too. I really do. And I would do anything for you and for this group. So first of all, just thank you for accommodating me. Again, it just shows through this industry and having a business, there is no obstacle that can get in your way to success. And just going back to your original question, it was fantastic. I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I believe that without a doubt, that was my first conference. However, it was just the best conference I have ever been to in my entire life, from the music to all of you partnering, just loving one another, speaking about the business, the great opportunities of North American Power and Thrive. It was just an amazing few days together.
It certainly was. And even though you've been, I've been to other conferences, and you've certainly been in this industry a long time and have seen plenty. The execution was amazing. The energy in the room, no pun intended, was unbelievable. So many like-minded people. And yes, you see that other places as well. But guess what, Michelle? You and I were at day one of a company, kind of rebranding itself, and, Thrive came alive. Oh, I like that. That rhymes. Thrive came alive for all of us that were there that day. I get goosebumps thinking. So you think of everything that we may have done in the past. I mean, that was a first. So, and I'm sure it was a first for you too, yes?
It was definitely a first for me. And when I think about thriving, I think about the stair steps to success that we talked about at the conference, and think about how to support one another as one of the stair steps to success, how to ensure that we achieve and partner with each other on our dreams and goals, which was part of the stair steps to success and part of what we were doing over that few days together. And then most importantly, without a doubt, just partnering and talking to one another about our opportunity to thrive, to move forward, opportunities in free energy, opportunities that we have moving forward in Texas. We just really had an opportunity to really partner together and put the power to the North American Power Thrive, and just really just make it a grand few days. We lit Houston on fire.
Yeah, we certainly did. And let me tell you, girlfriend, I mean, you added a component to this conference with your amazing personality and your commitment to fun. We had a blast, and you were awesome on that stage, whether you were partnering with John or whoever I mean, it was hysterical, and I just want to, thank you and so much for being a part of all this with us, because, it's time that we had some great fun, and poor Brad Tails wasn't the only one that up there having fun and being the, the clown of the company. But we really have a great future with you, and we're so thrilled that you were able to come in today. So anyway, let's get into some of the things that you and I talked about that's important to really share, and that is the system for success. We had put up the first slide, Michelle, which was really our action plan, and we were talking about how important it is in the beginning to know your why, establish your contact list, work with your upline support team, be accountable, get your fast start bonus, and then work in your first month oh, we may have lost her. Michelle, if you can hear me, come back in. Your first month really about getting that manager bonus, because all this business is about creating managers. And we're going to kind of keep going. Andre will let us know once she kind of comes back in. We know that she's in her car outside of Panera's, and so she'll do her best, I'm sure. Anyway, within your first 60 days, now that you've had the process of developing your 3 teams of 10, we're just now going to support those team members to build out to 3 legs of 25 and get to your senior manager position. That is really important, and during those 60 days, we're also going to be determining leg 4 and 5, because the whole idea is really to develop managers, senior managers in your team, and help those people develop their managers. So within your first 90 days, you're going to develop your teams 4 and 5. You're going to earn your director bonus by your first 90 days, and that's a $5,000 bonus. When you think of all the money, if you would have done it within the 30, 60, 90 days. And so that is key. So when you start your team off and they see that duplication and that you are working with their team members, we call that tap rooting in this industry, you are working towards those 30, 60, 90 days to get the director. And when you get the director, there's a lot more money in our comp plan. The ARC bonuses come up, and you're well on your way to developing an area director position. So Michelle is on board with us now, and she's going to go in and out. Hey, Michelle, you're back.
Valerie, you are doing an outstanding job. You know, I think Oprah and Gail had this issue their very first call together. I think I remember that.
You're too funny. Well, I think that's a partnership that you and I are going to bring. I think that's a great kind of a model going forward, Michelle. What do you think?
I think it's
I'll
outstanding.
let you be Oprah.
Well, I will take that, Gail. And I will say, going back to the 90 days you mentioned, it is so important over the first 90 days and to have an opportunity to sit down and really think about what is it that you want most from this business. To sit down and lay down a strategic plan, looking at every opportunity that is in front of you, thinking about, do I want to take the direction of basically talking with someone? Do I know someone about free energy? Do I want to sit down and talk to a friend or family member in terms of Texas? Is there someone I know in Texas, or someone maybe I live in Texas? But really sitting down to think about, what is my journey? What is my goal? Is my goal basically to add to my retirement? Is my goal basically to just basically say I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? And to really think about how the 90 days, over this first 90 days, that you can take step by step on your journey to thrive in North American Power into your success.
Absolutely. It is so crucial. So many times people think that they could just take like the slow road approach, but we know in this industry, you know, momentum is your friend, speed is your friend, and when you have somebody that's really ready and says that they want to do this, remember everybody, not everyone is going to be one of those Fab Five. Not everyone is going to be someone that says, yeah, I want to do it, but the ones that say, I'm going for it, and we're going to talk a little bit about, what are some characteristics to look for in that, in your business builders. Now you're going to run with them, and you're going to run fast, and you're going to let them know how important speed is. And you've been in this industry a long time. Talk a little bit about that and the power of momentum when you're building your business.
Well, first of all, you asked a wonderful question when you asked about what are the characteristics that you're looking for when you're identifying your Fab Five. I would say that really it's anyone. Again, it's about asking the questions. It's about asking, again, what their dreams and goals are, and listening to see how you can tie our home-based business opportunity to what their dreams and goals are. And then most importantly, perhaps a person is sending an opportunity signal or sending something like we call an SOS. Listen to what they are sending. Strong opportunity signal, SOS. It kind of aids you in knowing, again, what is their needs and wants. And again, listening to tailor it to best meet their needs, because it's all about meeting the person's needs across from you. And then
Right. Well, we have some slides that we're going to,
go ahead. You can go ahead.
Oh, no, you were saying, and then most importantly, finish your thought, and then we're going to throw up some slides so people can follow along with what we're talking about.
And then most importantly, as you said, in terms of, again, what exactly are characteristics overall, anyone who basically looks at you, I say, and it has a breath, I say is capable of doing anything. So I'm like, if they're breathing, then basically talk to them about their needs and wants and their dreams and goals. Everybody in this world has something that is important to them. I don't care who you are. Our responsibility and purpose in life is figuring out what that is.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's key. So let's go to the first slide, because this was some of the presentation. Are you able to see the slides?
I can see the slides clear.
Okay, good. Next steps are 5 steps to success. And guys, this was such a very important part of our conference as we looked about training and development going forward. Step 1, we talked about sharing the opportunity. Step 2, supporting a new person as they get started, and then helping people achieve their dreams and goals. So next slide. Okay, we were talking about two different opportunities, two different approaches. The opportunity and then the free energy. So let's talk about the opportunity first approach, Michelle. If you want to, cover some of this about how somebody can create the conversation with people.
Okay, and I'm trying to lean in a bit because it's so funny looking at myself because um, I'm a chocolate lady and I have on all black in a black car, so I'm leaning as much as I can out. Oh, I love you guys. We are rolling with it. We are rolling with it.
Well,
So
I'm almost that way. I have a nice tan going, but not quite as dark. Not quite as chocolate. I think I'm more milk chocolate.
So, are you open to new income streams? Do you ever look at other ways to make money? I don't know about you, but I have become concerned about your retirement. And again, that speaks to the opportunity first approach. It speaks to asking questions. Now, many will say, well, maybe these questions aren't exactly something I will say. Well, it's all about, again, listening, but finding a common ground. These are just examples of questions you can ask. It could be your, I think we talked about it about a month or so ago, if it's golf. How could I find a common goal about golf? I don't know. Maybe a person sets goals in terms of their golf game, or it's about listening to that person and then thinking about, what is it I can do to tie it to thrive? What is it I can do to tie them to becoming, someone who may be a partner or know someone in one of our, like Texas or somewhere like that. It's really about listening to that person and then finding a common ground, whatever, and finding a question that is best for you.
And those are perfect questions, everyone. When you're just out and about, so many times people say, oh, I don't know who else to call. And I tell them, you know what? There's all kinds of things. There's Chamber of Commerce events. There's networking events. There's meetup groups. You go grocery shopping. You go shoe shopping. You go clothes shopping. And, you have a nice, a waiter or a waitress, or you have a nice salesperson. And it's very easy. Do you like your job? How long have you been at it? Hey, do you keep your options open and making extra money? That kind of a thing. You're just creating conversation. And guys, you can do that no matter where you are and no matter where you go, on vacation. So those opportunity questions, by the way, I think are awesome when you're out and about doing life, because that's kind of when we do this business, when we doing life. So next slide, Andre. Okay, now the free energy approach. Now this I absolutely love because, and thanks to, Kevin and Bob, regarding like that whole texting program that we talked about. I'm just curious, do you pay an electric bill? How easy is that to kind of ask that question and to lead with free energy, not with, saving some money on your bill. And I hope I never hear anybody ever say that again. And I know you guys covered this quite a bit, Michelle, about value versus, savings. And you want to talk a little bit about that while we're on this subject?
Well, I would say in terms of the free energy approach, and I want to thank you because I would say I've been on board for quite a few months now, but the first time I heard free energy, actually you allowed me to partner with you on a three-way call, which is a great tool. So thank you, Valerie. And I was able to listen and partner as you talk to an individual in terms of free energy, and you did a fantastic job in my book. So free energy really, as you're thinking about the business, and like I said, I've learned a lot from you, Bob Heilig and Brendan and many others, and Sharia and many others. And free energy is really about, again, do you pay an electric bill? For most individuals, that's what's most important. Not to get into a conversation at all about rates and things like that. As I've learned from you and many others, it's more important to think about, do you pay an electric bill? Just about everybody pays an electric bill. Do you pay that? And then focusing on how we can aid you in getting free energy. I mean, the word free, I like free. I don't know about anybody else, but if you're talking about free and I'm thinking about free and I can get a bill paid, something for free, and I can use that money to buy me some shoes or something else, I like the word free. So again, it's about thinking about free energy and how that can really work as another major opportunity in our business. It is massive. And that is something that I would say really enabled me to really look differently at the company when I was coming on board. Again, I thank many of you because that was the piece that really helped me to understand what we're doing here and why we are so different. And that is just an amazing piece to offer to someone in terms of really aiding them in their day to day. That is something you could do to help them and their families effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're going to bring up the word savings, you can talk about, hey, it's going to save you about $100 a month by getting free energy.
Yes.
Because rather than saving $5 or $7, whatever it is on your bill, well, who cares about that? You're broke, you're still broke. But when you're talking about saving 50, 60, 70 bucks a month, and you're $1,000, $2,000 a year, because you referred a handful of people, and now they have the same opportunity. By the way, we've got great competitive rates, not lowest rates, competitive rates. Now that whole scenario, makes sense to people. And you can say, look at, when you say, yeah, I pay an electric bill. Well, wait, I just heard how we can get ours for free. Ours for free. And then, let me show you how. Get in front of the computer and show a 2-minute video. I mean, how simple does it get? So I absolutely love that whole approach.
And Valerie, I don't know if right now I'm a good example sitting in the dark of my car. But however, everyone, I just want to say to you, it is about savings, and all my bills are paid on time. I'm in my car. Oh, here go a light in my car. I'm in my
You could
car.
have brought a candle in or a flashlight with you. You could have put it against your face. That would have been funny.
I know I'm leaning. People are looking at me at Panera like, what is she doing? Who is she talking to? I'm leaning. I'm all in the dashboard.
Let's see what we have next to discuss. Andre, next slide before we lose her. Okay, let's talk about support and how important it is to support your new team members as they're building their business. Talk a little bit about this, Michelle, because I know that this was something near and dear to your heart.
Well, support is near and dear, period, because I think about an immediate example is tonight. Look at the support that I received from all of you. This is the first time I've ever done this, and if something would go haywire, but it just shows what support can do. Because support in any form, knowing that someone has your back, whether you're new, whether you've been here for a while, no matter, just being a friend, support can make the difference between someone sticking with something and removing something from their path, or whether they turn away and flee. So support is very, very important in all forms. And I think that is what we were trying to get across. Just making sure that you're there for an individual through trials and tribulations, any questions, stumbles, anything. Nothing is too big. Everything has an answer, has a way to get over.
Yeah, and when we talk about being a sponsor to somebody, there's a word sponsor. There's that's a big part of the term, the word responsibility. And when you decide to move forward and really bring other people on board for this business, you want to be a responsible sponsor. And how you do that is by really taking people through the process. And Andre, you're distracting me with this. He's doing something on the computer. I mean, hello, you're making me lose my train of thought. Okay. I don't know. Doing something.
Come and see Michelle in our car.
Oh, come see Michelle in our car. Oh, he's posting. You have everybody knocking on your door. How silly. All right, getting back to going downhill fast. Anyway, but it's important for your people to know that you're there for them through the good times and not so good times, through the no's, through the celebrations, and really taking them through the process and have them knowing that there's a process. I think is very, very important. And I think that was a big part of the support piece when we were training on this at conference about plugging them into the system, making sure they're doing the three-way calls, making sure that you have a launch meeting with that new person and you go over the back office and all the things that they need to know. Spend that hour, I mean, with them, whether you're doing it through Skype or on the phone or face-to-face if you're local. But all of us have people, you know, in all parts of the country. So the world, look at this, it's been made a small place. So once you do that and you create that relationship and that bond, you know, that's really, really important to success in this business.
And feeling very comfortable to say, I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very, very important to say, I don't know, and I need your support. I need your assistance. And our responsibility is, and I just want to say to everyone, you don't have to know everything. I am the first one, and I love paper. I know we have tablets and iPads and everything, but Michelle will be the first one to say, hold up for a minute. I don't know. Let me pull out my paper. I'll flip my tabs back, and we can look it up, and we can see what exactly the example is. It is about understanding that you don't have to know everything immediately on your feet. It's just about absorbing the information, immersing yourself, and letting that individual know, I support you, and if I don't have an answer, honey, we're going to find somebody that do, or we're going to find a piece of paper, or we're going to look it up on a tablet or back office. Trust me, we're going to find an answer. But that's the whole piece about it. Support is knowing you don't have to be perfect. Again, you all see I'm sitting in my car. You don't have to be perfect. Just try, baby. Just try, baby. Just try. That's all we want you to do is try, baby.
Example of that today. Oh, well, let's go to our next topic, which is really important. And now this is something that you and I spoke quite a bit about when you started the conversation off, helping people grow on their path to achieving their goals and their dreams. And you guys put together a sheet that we had to kind of fill out. Why don't you go over a little bit of that, because that's really important, I think, for all of us as we're starting.
Yes, and when you tie everything together that we have right now, that we're offering as a great, thriving company, it all boils down to, what do I really want? What do you want? What do I have to offer? What are your assets and opportunities, products, services do you have to offer? Personally, what do you have to offer in terms of your experiences, your companies you may have been with as I don't know, in marketing, social media, who knows? Or what do you have to offer in terms of this company? We have, like I said, Texas going. We have so many other wonderful things.
We lose you?
We have American Wind, we have Vivint, we just have so many wonderful things. And it's about thinking and just making a list of, what do I have to offer? And most importantly, what is getting in your way to success? When we take a look at many of the successful leaders, many successful leaders that we're speaking, examples in this business, I think about Jerry Montgomery and the wonderful job that he and Tracy did on stage representing a wonderful Detroit and American Wind market. I think about you, Valerie, and Carl and Yvonne, and how wonderful you all did representing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the different things that you think about, and sometimes that gets in your way. But it's the most important about identifying what gets out in your way, taking it, and just like me with that, many of you that did see it, I had a boot on stage, I had a boot because of a broken toe. Take it and just take your boot or your shoe and just kick that thing out the way and tell it will not hold you back or steal your joy, whatever it is. And partnering with individuals who are positive and have the same desires as you to move those things out of your way and to hear about a wonderful opportunity that you have to offer to change their lives. So it boils down to, again, what do I want? What do I have to offer? And kicking out of the way whatever is getting to in your way of success. There is nothing that can hold you back when you are focused.
Declare, I always tell my team, let me know, what is it that you want with this? You know, are you just playing around? Do you need to retire your parents? What is it that you want? with this opportunity. And, what is it that, what are your great, what are some of your assets? Like you said, like what are some of your skill sets that can help the team grow? And then, and then the stuff, really having that heart-to-heart talk about, what stopped you before? Because sometimes this is not our first rodeo for some of us, I mean, maybe we were with other companies and we didn't achieve the success that, we thought we were going to have. There's so many things that can come up, and it's really important when you share that stuff with, your upline support team, then we know when you're having a bad day, we could turn back to that and say, remember you shared with me this, and this, and it was really important for you to get through it. Well, let's get through this. So, I mean, this is not just a business. I mean, we become, in a business like this, you become close with the people that you're working with, and you get to know them. And when you do, that's unstoppable because now you're working together as a team.
And that is really important. And when you think about it, it doesn't take much to sit down. A lot of people think strategic planning is really just a big process. And strategic planning begins with those 3 questions and then just sitting down and just making a list of 5 great people that are willing to hear you out. Or when you're out and about, like when I get out of the car, I'm going to walk right in Panera, have a green tea, and I might talk to someone, and just because it's the color green, and I might lead to it and say, hey, green tea, green money, green North American Power, let me talk to you because I've been in your parking lot forever, so I want to talk to you about something great. It is just a matter of just thinking about your surroundings, and just no matter what you do, living, breathing, being focused on your goal, and just each and everything that you do, just ensuring that you work it into your daily life. And your life will
Totally agree.
change because
And
that
I
is also is the
Violet
law of
talks a lot
attraction.
about,
I do
a lot
believe
of top
wholeheartedly
leaders,
that you attract
it is
wonderful
all
things to
up
you. It's
here.
all
It's
about how
all
you approach
mindset.
it.
For 99% of this business is your attitude, your mindset. I think it's 100% actually. Now that I think about it, your attitude, your mindset. Will you go after what it is you want? Because the rest are just details. But once we get this kind of straight, then I think it all works. So our next slide.
Yes.
Michelle, that I would like to cover tonight because I thought Miss Yvonne Johnson did an amazing job in our session talking about how to identify the 5 people. We touched a little bit upon this. And I thought it would really be important for us to kind of cover some of these steps that she kind of laid out for us because so many times people they're just going after everyone. Yeah, you want to talk to everyone, but once you kind of go through the sorting process, these are some things that you want to look for on identifying your 5 key people. So why don't you start with point number 1?
They have a strong why. Over 25, married, kids, just a very strong why of why they need, why they want what they want, and what is their ultimate goal. Just whatever your why may be. They are doers, not talkers. Doers means getting started seriously, as Yvonne stated, attending all events, and whether that is live or in person, or whether, again, in reference, sitting in a car, talking. It's just about, just basically doers, not talkers. Committed to their business, committed to finding 5 leaders, committed to 12 to 24 hours of work. Definitely committed to their business. They have an entrepreneurial spirit, willing to work hard, not about instant gratification, not about a 9 to 5, but 5 to 2.
More than likely they have
I like that.
They have a job. They have other things that they're doing to earn an income, especially when they first join us. Can you put that back up, please? And it's really important for people to know that it's going to take some time, and you need to work your business around your 9 to 5. And when you said 5 to 2, 3, 1, whatever it takes, that you're committed to building your business, that that you're going to make it happen, with that time.
Definitely. And one of the other pieces I would like to add to that is entrepreneur spirit, committed, doers and talkers, why, similar ideas and belief. And I believe point 6 is something in each individual, compassion. Compassion for your fellow woman, fellow man, deeply in your heart, having compassion and understanding, really putting yourself in that person's shoes and understanding how you can partner with them, but understanding what's most important to them and understanding what they may be going through or what they're dealing with and how you can help them
And
to
she
make
did
a
such a
change.
great job.
I
I
just
only
think
have the template.
compassion
I don't
is
know if
just
there were
very
some other
important in
steps
whatever we
that
do.
you have there in front of you. Was that her last point? Yeah. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Okay, good. I just didn't know if there was another page too. I
That
guess
was
they're
the
hearing a little
that
bit
for
of
me, that I just see the
audio
5.
overlapping with the both of us. So we'll try and just stop in between like we have been doing. But anyway, I hope that was really helpful for everyone, because when you're looking at people as far as, potential business partners, it's really important for you to be honing in on those characteristics and on kind of those demographics, because there is a compelling why for these folks for building a business. So let's see. I think that there was only one other slide that I thought was really helpful, so that people can actually do no matter what level they're at. This was something that Brendan Fagan covered and you probably in the sessions about kind of managing your business and I've heard Victor Girardi say, minding your own business. And the only way you're going to know from moving from manager to senior manager to director and on up is if you kind of draw it out and have it in front of you, so you know where you need to be going, how many more people you need, and in what leg, so that you can get your next bonus. A visual is so important, and I thought it was great when he really talked about the importance of drawing this out. So your thoughts on that?
Well, I definitely believe that we're all different learners. We all know that. We talk about this. I know many of you with your great skills, such as yourself, Brendan, Bob, who aided in putting a lot of this together, John Costino, many others, that we talk about the 5, Steve Branch, the 5, how important that is. However, individuals learn differently, and I believe that this is great because it really does give a visual piece that a person can write down things and check it off and just really use this as a guide, as a basis. Personally, as I indicated, I know that I am an individual who's very visual. As I mentioned earlier, I like paper. So definitely a tool like this, I would be able to fill it in over and over. And I would probably, I know me, I would carry this in my purse. I would carry this on me at all times so I could jot down individuals, play with it, move names around, move people around, just something visual. And it really helps in reinforcing your dreams and goals and what you need to do to achieve success. So I really think that this is a great tool that was developed.
I encourage people to go ahead and, for manager, 3 legs of 10, senior manager, 3 legs of 25, 5 legs of 25 for director, and you just go along with the comp plan as you're moving up in rank so that you can kind of see what you need to do and share that then with your upline support team so that they know that you're focused on where you need to work. Because sometimes we get stuck with working with a team of people because it's fun and they're growing, they're thriving, and you're maybe not needed as much there, but it's fun to be there. Your job really is to now go out and help others they want. And it's a great tool. So whether it's in the back office or not, you guys know how to draw that little org chart and you'll be good to go. With our last few minutes, Michelle, I can't believe how fast this time has gone. It is really important. Tell us a little bit about where you see training going forward as we look at the next, time off a conference, the next month, 2-3 months as we finish out the year. What are some of your thoughts on that?
Well, our thoughts on this are, that we will continue to work as a core team, partnering with you all in terms of you all meaning representatives and leaders with so many wonderful ideas you've already shared. And then myself, Jim Mannion, Amy, John, Vanessa, all of us moving forward, just making sure that we take your input, all of your ideas, all the great tools, helping to update our back office. I know John Breitbart has been so instrumental in partnering on that. Ensuring that we get information out. I just want to mention very quickly, one of the promises I know I made from the stage, and I'm big on keeping my word, is ensuring that for those that were the attendees, you will receive the slides. I know you were writing feverishly, but you will receive the information, working with John Breitbart on that to get it out ASAP, and then we will work to have it on the back office as well. But continuing to update the back office, social media, just looking at different training opportunities, keeping training real. So you'll see even more of the real feel, really that authentic, taking it from the pages of where technology is going and the trends in terms of training, how the TED Talks are so important and other things, and really taking some of those concepts and energy and bringing it.
I'm not sure if we can hear you right now, but yes, I think that's incredible. Where you think about technology that's out there. Yeah, but there was a delay. Go ahead, Michelle. Oh, I think we got a little delay here. Anyway.
Well, and that is where it is going, and I just wanted to say, to everyone, thank you for dealing with the technological difficulties tonight. I
Well, you know what,
appreciate your
Michelle?
support. I wish my Wi-Fi had worked.
What's so important is that no matter what, you were able to join us, and for that, we're really very grateful. And really thank you so much for all you do for us. And I just want to say a few things. Please, before everyone leaves tonight, please leave your message, your comments for both of us. We'd always love to hear your comments, how you felt the night went. And please, we'll have Michelle back another time for sure. When there isn't we don't have these issues, but we'll have you out again for sure. And we really do hope that you all tune in next tomorrow. We have a great show. We have field leaders from all over that will be sharing their thoughts about conference and kind of tying these last 4 days together. So we really look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow night at 8 p.m. To watch, please feel free. This show has been recorded as well as the others this week. Go ahead and watch them at ez.com/recordings. You'll be able to get all of that, on that platform. So thank you so very much. Andre is pointing to me to answer a question. Let's see. Nancy Del Rossi had a question. She said, if a person drops out of your leg of 10 and your other legs are up to 10, can you still hit manager, or do you have to replace people who dropped out? Nancy, you do have to replace people who have dropped out. You need to have 3 legs of 10 in order to get that manager position and to get that manager bonus. So anyway, I want to just say thank you all for being with us. Thank you, Michelle, for being with us. Every time you're out there, you're being the power for change, and we really, really appreciate you. So thanks so much for joining us, everyone. And until tomorrow, we'll see you soon. Bye, Michelle.